He's a bit skeptical first about the deliveries being read by the voice, but I really like it now. Yeah, I mean, I like it and it's handy, but, you know, it is handy for me. Particularly if I'm busy, like, it definitely gets read. And I can pay attention to that while I'm focused on this. I could do the same thing with sub messages, but I'm still a bit on the fence about whether to do it for that or not. Mr. Moorcroft, thank you for 15 months. Coming in hot. One day they're going to make you pay the price for doing that. There's the processors. The export. You've mastered the wave function interference technology. During the quantum transition, you can interfere with the particle's wave function and make them collapse toward the expected situation. All the physicists are laughing. Right, let's get some power on this thing. Processor. Remote supply. Sorry, hang on. Local supply. This supplies. It's a local. Is that right? Local supply and remote supply. We supply it locally and supply it remotely. I don't know. I think that's right. Right, put some in there. Seems right. It's one of those things where you sit there going, I think that's right. Let's see what it does with it. Well, I'm trying to export it from here, so I'm saying remote supply. If it was remote demand, it would mean we're demanding it, I think. It'd be nice if it showed arrows or something. We're chucking processing in here, and we want them sent back to the home planet. That's what we're trying to do. I take it nothing moves until this thing finishes charging up. How many gigajoules? Must equip warpers. If the transport distance reaches the distance to enable warp, the vessels won't depart. The vessels won't departure until it equips. This is amazing Chinglish. Look at this. If the transport distance reached the distance to enable warp, the vessels won't departure until it's equipped space warpers. I think I know what that means. I think what he's trying to say is, if the journey that they have to make requires space warp, they won't depart unless they've got a space warp. I think that's what that's saying. But that's just incredible English. Something's taken off. Something just left. Oh boy. Seriously need to bolster these supply lines at some point. But this is where we get into the silicon problem. Just can't make these things any quicker. That's not even a full stack belt anymore. 380,000, that's scary. That's almost the only silicon left on this planet. Oh, 749. That's actually not strictly true. That one's being mullered, 32,000. Where's the rest of them? Wait, we're missing some silicon here. There's 380,000 here. And there's 32,000 there. That's like 400. And according to this, there's 748. So I'm missing 300,000 silicon. And I can't see it. Middle of the screen near the equator. There it is. And these lie dormant. One second. I thought it was exporting this. Plus 50% logistic vessel speed navigation. Wow. That's pretty nice.
You have unlocked the logistics carrier engine level 4. It allows the logistics vessel to warp, but they will consume 2 space warpers back and forth to transport cargo. So needs to make sure there are enough space warpers in the interstellar logistics station at any time.
We needs to make sure. We does how precious is. We needs to make sure. This is not being exported very quickly at all. This silicon thing is an absolute mess. Wait a minute. Local demand. Remote supply. Yeah, that's saying ship it in, isn't it? High purity silicon. God, they need to change the icon for them. This is going to shut down real soon. We can always locally demand it anyway if we need it. I think we do. It's hard work keeping on top of the factory. Like, there's always something that just casually breaks down quietly, you know? Okay, so its entire job is to just feed that with silicon. Right, we're not as desperate as I thought we might be, which is good. However, I think we can bolster this with stuff from here. Well, hang on, that's just full on, isn't it? There's plenty of capacity in this, though. I think what we can do is split it. Split the bell here. And then prioritize left. No, the lava. You don't have any hit points on the mecha, and you can't fall in lava currently. Whether that'll change, like, you know, they talked about adding monsters and things. So if they add monsters, inevitably they're going to have to add hit points. If they add hit points, they're going to have to consider impact damage. And if they add impact damage, then when you smash into the planet, you're probably going to die. Whether they'll make it so that you don't do that, I don't know. Right, that should help that to flow a bit better. That takes 2 seconds. 2 silicon, so 1 silicon per second. Which is correct, there's 12 of them. So that full stack silicon belt should constantly flow. Which means we're making as many as we can with that smelter array. Or assembler array, I should say. That is the limiting factor to these. Unused materials, what, at the end of the line? Yeah, it's fine. You could just trim it back, but I kind of like leaving it like that so it reminds me that we might want to extend it later. Otherwise I end up building something here. So I'll leave that as a sort of a reserved. But to build another one of those, we'd need to build another full silicon line, which is possible, because I don't think this array's doing too much now. Now you've got this extra feed. Potentially we could get another... Thank you. Potentially we could get another one of these arrays out of it, out of this lot. But for now, I think for current needs, we're making enough processors to keep going. Right, I came here because we're trying to build one of these, aren't we? I think. Yes, that's right. We're gonna... I came here to export this lot. That was the reason to come here. Wow, it's just mass exporting them now. That's also a full stack belt, so if we did produce another array, we'd have to build... This isn't going to work, I don't think, put it that way. Actually, that's not stacked. No, ignore me. Duralica, back after a few months away from Twitch. Welcome back, Duralica. I hope you're glad to be back. Definitely need more of these, though. They're just getting swallowed. In theory, this shouldn't be able to support more of these. What's going on here? Something doesn't look right to me. Oh no, it's fine. It looked wrong for some reason. Why is the UK so bad at Eurovision? Oh my god. You see, the problem with Eurovision is it's more political than it is about talent. And there's a lot of political voting. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, you scumbag. Scumbag game. Yeah, I didn't think these would run. Because this one here can't get the silicon. So the input line there is a full speed, full stack belt. So if we wanted to expand that array, we'd have to shove more silicon into it, but this would have to be blue belt just to get the throughput. Which I don't think I have much blue belt. Yeah, I got 88 of it. It'd have to be blue belt all the way back to wherever the merge comes, which would probably be here, I guess. Where we merge this line. In fact, this. This one's just taking over, look. I think there's probably more than 88 blue there. I need to get blue belt manufactured, actually. We try and upgrade that. It doesn't actually tell you how much belt you would need. Stuck for space here. This box is in the way. Right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, so having got that in place, in theory, if we upgrade that, we upgrade that, that, maybe that if we can manage it. I can't even see. It's going so quickly, I have no idea what speed it's going anymore. It's just like a random blur. I think copper might be a problem to this, but in theory now we can scale this. Yeah, now we have a copper issue. Yay! This isn't being particularly well used. Thing is though, that's a full stack belt going in there. So that would need to be blue just to upgrade this. This thing not get its copper from somewhere else. Don't think we need that many thrusters. Yeah, that should stop taking copper now. Once that output line fills. Looking a bit healthier. Right, let's go back to the planet, I think. Price has bottom split, it would run faster unless you need the copper on the top. I don't think you can prioritize these kind of splitters. Oh yeah, you can. I have to click on the right pixel. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, the only problem with prioritizing that is that when we need thrusters, we'll never make them because that will probably take all the copper all the time. I don't know. I haven't seen what the ratio looks like. Did all out on that box, no in? Yes, it's just a storage thing. I just want to get rid of it. I don't think it'll ever even empty. Let's get out of here. Capital. You can now control more construction drones. However, what you can't do is click OK because you have no mouse control right now. Press tabs to release the mouse. How unobvious is that? Uh-oh. This coal vein looks completely wrecked. Not that it seems to need it, but... So, what was we importing? Processors, was it here or that was the export? Supply. Looks like the nanotubes are done. This is one thing I don't like in the logistics thing, is trying to work out where do I... Like, if you've got multiple of these systems around and stuff is being imported and exported, how do you find out where it's coming from? Like the carbon nanotubes now, I can't remember where they're being supplied, but I can't look at the list. I know that they're in demand here, but I don't know where they're coming from. I would say here. It's probably a sulfuric acid problem, I guess. Hang on, where are you all going? Oh, we're nicking them for these as well. Rip. Ah, that's an issue. So this is an interesting one. How do you solve this, right? Well, you can't follow a drone if there's none coming in. So the carbon nanotubes are being made here. They're being put into this logistics station. This logistics station is the main storage point for them. But then we're immediately taking them. And the problem with that is there's no way to prioritize this over stuff being droned away somewhere else. We can't split it, can we? Yeah, like colored lines would be great. Cryptos. Like some way of, like if I hover over this, it shows like lines were supply lines in green and demand lines in red or something. But this array is taking all the carbon nanotubes. Oh, we can run a bit quicker. And therefore they're not being used up there. And I need to somehow split this. So I guess the way to do it is we'll literally take a feed before it goes in. Just go 50-50 on it. By the looks of things, I think we're going to need to make a lot more carbon nanotubes. Might have to have another one of these, like here. Oh god. Now the oil's broken. Why is the oil broken? Something's died. Something has well and truly died here. I think hydrogen's full. Yep. Because we're not really burning hydrogen anymore. We're using solar power. So how do we get rid of excess hydrogen? There's not enough of these things to go around to just get rid of it. Like 1% chance. Yeah, the line's always got mixed materials. We have filtered sorters. It's fine. It's literally meant to do that. Now the problem is the hydrogen line's full here. See, this is the issue. We can solve it straight away by just adding another tank. Or just deleting a tank and doing that. And then everything moves again. You need massive amounts for the particle colliders. But we don't, do we? Oh, I see, for the particle colliders. Interesting. Ah. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, because when you make the strange matter, you need 10 hydrogen. So that problem's going to go away very soon, isn't it? Oh, that's deuterium. So we need to make more and more deuterium, don't we? Oh my god. Yeah, I need to... There's so many things to do. This is nuts. I need to get blue belts, but to do that, I really need to make blue belts, because we're not really automatically making blue belts right now. Then we need a massive fractionator array, because this isn't. There's no way this is enough. We need to get rid of that hydrogen quickly and convert it to deuterium ASAP. So I think, you know, this thing here probably needs to go off over here and just have a huge high-speed deuterium fractionator, because we're going to need all that for the strange matter, and that will also burn that hydrogen down. Can make deuterium and particle colliders as well. Well, you can make it in those things. 10 hydrogen for 5 deuterium in the collider. What does it tell us? Oh, it'll... Oh, I see. 10 hydrogen to 5 deuterium in a particle collider. Interesting. But we also need some particle colliders to make the strange stuff, don't we? This thing. That's literally made in a particle collider. And that in itself takes deuterium. So I guess you have some of them making the deuterium and then some of them making the strange matter. Well, that's a great way to burn through hydrogen. Okay, so we need to make these things ASAP and burn that hydrogen away, because look, it's building up at a ridiculous rate of knots. Particle collider consumes a lot of power. We've got power. We've got power sorted. We've also got these on being made. We've got titanium, processors, graphene. I was making something here, and I forgot what it was. Mr. Senator, thank you for 42 months, Tom. Alan Bone, I have made it to the answer to everything. I also get a new nut. We're making them. We can get them. Those blue things are over here. Actually, no, let's... We'll have one of the big boys here. And we'll just fill it with those drones. Right, graphene, processors, blue things. Let's see. Get a shopping list. Graphene. Let's get some processors in here. Quick question. What do you think of this game? I love it. there's things I want, you know, quality of life things I want in there. But considering it's like alpha, early access, it's just incredible. It's incredible what it has. There's so much playability here. Tom, Ken, you know I'm not addicted, mate. You know that. I'm really enjoying it. What else have we got? We need titanium alloys and the blue things. Right. Titanium alloy, where have you gone? Alright. That should allow us to assemble. I know there was something I was going to do here, but I can't remember what it was. So graphene and processors can be far away. The engine needs to be the nearest. What's your plan of completing this one? I don't know. I don't know, mate. I'm still learning, to be honest with you. And then the output line. That's like literally on the limit of what the game allows. I wouldn't have thought we need many of these, do we? AT control, thank you. Wow, it takes forever to load that thing. 4 a minute? I can't honestly see you needing many, but we'll build a second one just in case. I really don't know how many you need. We'll just have a little box though. Hi, Dave. Strange matter symbol. Yes. That's what we're trying to make, strange matter. Yeah, I think that's why I was reserving this for, and then I realized I needed a particle collider to do it. Yeah, so we're going to have another station just to request all those extra bits and pieces. Yeah, which means we've got to get this iron over there now. I don't like doing that. Actually, it feels like it's warmed up a bit here in the UK. What are we on now? Oh no, we're still -1. No, we're +1. +1 at the moment. But by Tuesday next week, we're going to be up to like 8 Celsius again. Right, so we need iron that we have, deuterium, and those, whatever they're called. Particle containers. Whoa, look at the energy. Wait, Dave, you can't have a kebab on Thursday, mate. That's outrageous. Let's take a stack of these. Ooh, these are quite big. Do these pass anything through, or are they... Like, how does the input line work here? Select a recipe, so we can make deuterium, or we can make strange matter. So if we say strange matter... I don't like these inputs at all. What's the best way of feeding this, guys? Does anybody know? Probably don't remember. Thank you for helping out with theoretical PPLs. I contacted the flying school and got some lessons on the exams booked in. DPH. Dude, I hope we'll all be flying again this summer. But you're welcome. Does anybody know the particle container? If I feed the belt here with iron, will it pass the iron through? I'm guessing not. Which means I've got to branch
Celebratory bunting.
for every single one.
Tam is saying to everyone in chat that you're addicted to this game, which of course you're totally not. You just can't stop playing it because you're very dedicated. Dedication must be rewarded. Therefore have this money, Squirrel Ross.
Thank you, Butler. Nothing passes, thank you. No, I totally agree with you. Right, iron, deuterium, pink stuff. All got to come on separate lines. How annoying is that? Collides with another object. Wait, you've got a belt. You got to like. Wow. You got to insert it. Actually, looks like a belt input. Yeah, I don't get it because it looks. Suppose that. They need to. The graphic on this is not obvious. There needs to be some more obvious way that this has to be inserted, not you can't belt in there. Looks like an RJ45. It actually looks like a power plug to me. Trying to think then where we want the output line to be. Okay, what's the ratio that it needs them? 10 deuterium. So the deuterium's got to go on the near side line. Okay, I know what we'll do. God, I really don't like the inputs on this. Let's see, iron, 2, 3. How many of these should we make? What's the best way to deal with refined oil overload? You've had that problem as well. Oh, really, game? Really? There's no space for this tower in there? Really? Okay. The best way to deal with the oil is to, like, if you use it to make sulfuric acid, which you'll need a lot of, that gets rid of your oil. The bigger problem tends not to be the oil, it tends to be the hydrogen. So you can either burn the oil and burn the hydrogen at power stations, or you can use the oil for sulfuric acid and just burn the hydrogen, or you can take the hydrogen and try and make it into deuterium depending on what technology you have. There's like different ways of doing this. Where's the strange matter icon? You have a planet with fire ice nearby. Whoops. We need to check our power status now. Oh, that demand's gone up. That yellow bar was like here, and now it's gone. Whoop. No, I don't think we need to make too many of those. I think I'll be fine. 7.5 strange matter a minute. We can get more power, no problem. Not too worried about that. So now we're making strange matter. We're very, very close now to making the warp thingy. Because the warp thingy requires strange matter plus diamond. And diamond is on the supply chain. So we can actually request diamond back here. That. And then we can combine the two. And what do we make that stuff in? An assembler. Donkey Cousin 2, I don't follow football, so I have absolutely no clue. Each cloud is 20 megawatts. 12 megawatts. A nuclear power thing is about 9. That's 12. It's quite a lot. Pity those slots are all full. They're not though.